Salutations, everyone. It's time for some more Road Lease Taken videos. Today we're going to start with Disciples of Shar. These are out in Forgotten Realms, and I am notoriously not a fan of the Forgotten Realms area. That is not going to change after last night's adventure in Search and Rescue, that's for sure. Alright, so we've not really upgraded from Durham to Nina, but kind of like side steps. We need to remember to hit our Death Ward potion on our own here. Right, so this outside wilderness area's got a bunch of dogs. Obviously, if you see dogs in Reaper mode, you have an opportunity for Reapers to spawn. So use your eyes to be able to spot Reapers to get an idea where the dogs are at. But they're stealthing. They're stealthing around out here. So pay attention. Get them out of here. You don't want to get a whole run through here and then have like 5 invisible dogs poof out of nowhere and bite you. Look at that. If we had just run past all these wolves, we literally would have gotten flanked by at least 6 wolves up against whatever else is going on over here.
Shar worshippers guard the mouth of a deep cave. One of the worshippers.
So we're actually, for those of you who don't know, we're having a conversation on as part of the live stream about the hardcore server and why it's there's no access for it to be except for VIP players. So Charmed is like, what might help with the hardcore server is an option to buy it with points only. More points than packs. I mean, again, I think that the idea is, it really is a motivation for people to try VIP. In my opinion, that's, why did this dead body make us walk around? Huh, interesting. So it's just,
The sounds of your
I have a hard time finding an argument where you not want to be VIP. Alright, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to say that I do, I believe there's a bunch of bear traps right here.
strangely empty.
Oh, jam. Oh, jam. Anyway, Lamania, or the preview server, only goes up and down as they get close to putting out a release, so people can troubleshoot it and stuff like that. So I don't think Lamani is up now. Right. Which is, again, the reason why. So, my argument is I feel like they need to have a hardcore server pass that they sell. Something in the $30 to $35 range, probably. That is only available. Maybe make it a one-time purchase per hardcore server type thing. Something that behind the scenes makes it where you can only buy it once. This way you're not buying up coupon codes for, a discounted price or whatever. But, so you can get to the hardcore server. I could understand doing something like that. I don't see them wanting to take and make take a moneymaker and decrease the likelihood that people are going to spend money on it. Well, so the reason why I think it would probably need to be 30, 35, because that is the... See, I think of DDO as $5 or $10 a month. if you're doing the 3-month plan, right? It was $30 every 3 months as the plan. So my brain, I think $30. But they have a 2-month plan available on DDO.com, or a 3-month, or sorry, a 2-month pack for $30. And then they have a year pack for, I wasn't paying attention. So again, I really do feel like they just need to sell once a year bundle, or however you want to look at it, for the hardcore server at that $10 a month cost, if they would like to continue to incentivize people to be a VIP. And for that reason, I can understand like making it a few dollars more. Mostly with the idea of like, oh, you like the VIP perks and goodies or whatever, like you could save $5 and continue this $30 for 3-month program. Again, it's us paying for the content, and like the packs and the expansions and stuff like that keeps the business profitable, but the VIPs are the ones who keep paying the bills every month. Those are the people who like keep the overall lights on, the servers running on a month-to-month basis. That steady income really helps the make up the windfalls and the shortages where months where there's stuff that's not coming out. So I feel like you want to be incentivized to get more people to be a VIP, even if it's short term.
You have captured enough disciples for interrogation purposes. Though, of course, the magistrates will be grateful if you capture more followers of the Shadow Gods.
I mean, personally, like I said, I buy DDO by the year, so I spend $100 for DDO, which works out to something like $8 something a month. Now I know that personally I'm going to get $8 worth of fun out of DDO over the course of every single month. So for me, it just makes financial sense to get the best possible package. But for a lot of people, I understand, you know, like for example, DDO Axel, he went premium when the game came out, and long term, that certainly was going to make the most sense. But I didn't want to do that. However, you know, if he's playing on the hardcore server, I don't know if he is, he's got to get in there and do something.
Hail Shar, the Shadow will protect us.
Every now and then I buy DDO points. Sure, and those when you buy DDO points, it certainly helps cover that share, right? It's part of that windfall every month that happens. And that all makes a lot of sense, but for me, for example, on the flip side, let's pretend I spend $8 every month on points, right? Because I think that's the minimum package. So instead now I'm spending $8 a month for my year of DDO and getting my $5 in points. So I'm basically paying for my 5 points of... I'm basically getting VIP in my mind essentially for free, right? Or very nearly free. Like, VIP is a great deal if you buy it in the right sizes. For years though, we spent we did the 3 months for $30. What lever am I missing? This one probably.
A gate opens to the east, and the chant
So instead of buying like the 50 points when they're on sale and saving up, right? Instead, you know, I do my $100 a month or $100 a year. $100 a month, that would be crazy. $100 a year and get my, I don't even know how many thousand points it is. At least 6,000 points a year. There you go.
The strange artifact in the center of the chamber is unlike anything seen.
And then I don't have to worry about buying anything except for the expansions. Plus I get the 10% XP bonus. And that really, for me, is probably the big clincher, right? Being a person who lives on the TR train every day, that's, you know, right now that's my life. I'm finishing up my racials. I don't have the income to drop boxes, you know, autos boxes and stuff like that. So for me, it's, is there another dude up here? No. For me, it's a matter of, you know, I'm doing my racial lives right now. I worked on my class lives. Now that they have a new class, I have a couple more class lives to run. So for me, that extra 10% experience is a whole lot less quest to run. So that plus the 500 points every month. Those two things together for me are definitely more than the $8 value. Playing DDO for 8 years, been more offline than I have game time. For me, VIP is not worth it. Yeah, and that's one of the great things about DDO is that they do have so many ways to play. It fits your budget the best. But again, for the hardcore server, right, I feel like even if you wanted to play the hardcore server, you signed up for 3 months and then canceled, like that would be the way to go. But if they had a bundle for you that just did that automatically, and you just had to go and enter in a coupon code in the store or something that you bought, or maybe you did use points to sell it, I don't know. But one way or another, it would make a lot of sense to let people get a chance to get into there and be like that first hit for sure. Alright, so this quest is pretty simple so far, right? Like, we've literally had an entire conversation about absolutely not the quest, other than that initial little bit about the dogs. Just because this quest, it's a bunch of humans from far away. Every once in a while we'll get like a little bit of an extra thing, like there's an air method here, but it's pretty much straightforward. Humans, they rush at you, you shoot them. Sometimes you'll get like this Disciple of Shar, the caster. We have the optional of getting some number of them. I wasn't paying attention, something like 10 or 9 or 12 or whatever. And we're basically just, for the most part, it's a straight line through the quest, shooting these Sharn worshippers, clicking levers, moving through the quest. Here's like one of the few areas of the quest that's actually not completely linear, and I'm not even sure it's not linear at the end of the day. There's like a little maze slash, I guess, prisoner area. I don't really understand this, because if the levers to the doors are inside the rooms where we're keeping the prisoners, can't the prisoners control the opening and the closing of our doors? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, but anyway. Other than that, this quest is very straightforward, I think, except for this one little portion. And then there happens to also be a shrine inside again, what I presume to be a prisoner cell.
A gate creaks open somewhere to the northeast.
Let's pull all the levers. Basically, just run around, pull all the levers, and see if there happens to be collectibles. Turns out there was not. Oh, there's another one. Sweet bones. Alright, so here is an interesting fight. You have 2 areas of high ground and then the low ground, right? Well, the low ground is trapped with bear traps. So if you're looking for the trap bonus, you're going to want to go down there eventually. But you don't want to go down there right away, because otherwise you're going to get shot at by people up on the high ground. So, as we've learned from Star Wars, if anything, is that the high ground is the most important thing ever. So, don't let them have the high ground. Stay high with them and shoot them down. Shoot them down from far away. Or go up there and melee them with your greatsword. Whichever method of killing monsters you prefer. Just don't go down there below until after this is cleaned up, regardless of how much that collectible screams your name. Which we all know it does. Samius! Samius! Don't let the temptation get you stuck in a bear trap. Alright. Look at him down there. Just so many. I'm gonna pull up the experience point list here just to see if we can't get an idea of how many traps we need to disarm for a bonus. There's our 20%. Bam, done. Oh, I guess we'll run through some of these bear traps. Bear with me as I avoid the traps.
You've captured all the Shar disciples. The cult's grip on this area has been broken. The disciples surrender, and the magic barrier vanishes.
Protect the altar! Protect our priest! Shouts a
I'm going to continue to fire off the Death Ward potion here. I'm not 100% sure if it's necessary in this quest, but at the very least, when you're in Reaper mode, you don't want to be without some sort of anti-negative level protection in case the wrong Reaper pops out at you and starts draining your levels right away. It can be nasty. Alright, we're finally here. We're finally at the end. All we have to do now is beat up all these humans, right? There's a lot. There's a bunch of humans. No, surprise, there's more quests than killing the humans. But, it's basically killing humans. Alright, let's pick a spot here. Run these guys around a circle of death. Hey, I said circle of death. Alright, so we got a circle of death going, we got an ice storm going. Yeah, lots of ways to beat up on these peoples here. Alright. Now we just... I figure out why she was taking damage from Kate showed up with damage, but she must have been engaged somewhere with something. Alright, so the reason we had so many bear traps around this quest. What? Owlbear, that's no fun. Come on, come on. I already wasted like 5 seconds. Alright. Important lesson. Wait until after she attacks the human. Also, apparently our healer is under attack by wolves. Must be what she was fighting before was a pack of wolves. Let's keep our healer Use the pillars if you need a little bit of space. There we go. That look good. Bam. Alright, this quest I think has the trinket with the GH and the 40 hit points. I actually want one. Yeah, is this it? No, this is not it. Alright, I'm actually gonna look this quest up really quick over at ddowiki.com. Disciples of Shar. You ever have one of those days where you don't put your hand in the right place and you end up typing something completely different, but it's literally because you didn't put your hand in the right spot to start typing? Alright, I am wrong. I am wrong indeed. This is... this quest is just the Guidance of Shar drop. But this... The Guidance of Shar has 3 different versions. So at 13, it's Charisma plus 5, Blurry. I'll move this over here so I can look at it. So at the level 13 version of it has 5 Charisma and has a empty colorless slot. The level 14 version is also 5 Charisma, but has a yellow slot. And of course, the level 15 version is 6 Charisma, the green slot. So, not the trinket I was thinking of. Good to know. Good to know. And is there a collectible back here? No, there's not. Alright. Well, that was Disciples of Shar. I hope you guys had a good time. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, use that chat box below. I really do appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Toodles.